Hi, this is day 4 of the Maker Advent Calendar. I have the box right here. Where is my assistant?
Assistant?
You're my assistant.
Okay. All right, so what is it? This is the 4th day out of how many? 12? What fraction is that?
Third.
So we're a third of the way through?
I think so,
Right.
yeah.
So after we finish this one today, we'll be a third of the way through, folks. All right, so I'm going to switch and let's see what's inside your box there.
Box 4. Okay, let's see it.
All
I'm gonna just
right.
put that to the side.
Yep, I'll get this box out of the way. Okay, and now what that is. All right, careful. All right. All right.
And 2 little small pieces that we have to keep track of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So this is called a potentiometer. You ever turn the volume up on something like that, or a dimmer switch, like for a light?
Just not that much.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's kind of like these other things. Remember how I told you these were traffic cops? These other resistors.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like that, but like whereas this is just it's stuck at one setting. This can act like all kinds of different ones. It's like you can control it. Hey, think about it like a spigot. You know how like in the kitchen sink, if you turn it on a little bit of water comes through. And if you open it up all the way,
Yeah,
a lot of water. Right. So that's what this is kind of, but for electricity. So we'll think about it like that, okay? And it comes with
like
a washer and this nut for like a chassis. I don't think we're going to be using that today. So I'm going to put it on here like this so we don't lose it. And see right here where it says 10K? That means it's a 10,000 ohm range. So it can be from no resistance all the way up to 10,000 ohms resistance. And this is like a little knob, and I'm just gonna we're just gonna stick it on there. We'll
now it actually does look like a
We're gonna stick it right there, kind of like that. That way the little pointer is down. Now when you turn it, we'll
now sometimes
turn it up.
it's gonna blow your ears off.
And when you turn it up, you're probably turning the resistance actually down. So think about it that way.
So
you're
this
letting
should
it
be down, and then this should
as you turn it to the right, the resistance gets lower probably, and the flow is higher. Yeah. Maybe not. We'll find out.
Yeah.
So that's what this is. So we're gonna look at our instructions. I believe we've got a picture here, and I think we're gonna switch our buttons out for this. Now see, like these buttons right here, they're kind of like off on. That's all they do is off or on, off on, like digital. Whereas the variable resistor can be different values, right?
Yeah.
Like a dimmer switch. You know, like in the dining room, a dimmer switch, like okay. So we basically have a potentiometer today and some wires. Okay, USB's unplugged from our Pico. So gently, let's take all of these out of here.
Why?
So I'm going to take this one out, okay?
Why are we going to take them out?
Because we're doing a different experiment today.
Oh.
And so now, pull those two out.
Pull the purple.
Yeah, pull that out. Yeah, pull it straight out.
Whoa.
Okay, pull the other one out. No, well, you don't have to pull it out of there yet. Pull it out of here first.
Don't know about
you can take it out. It's fine. Because we're going to use that board for something else.
Sorry, people.
Make sure you don't bump your lights loose. Okay, I'm going to get these. I'm going to get that one.
The white one.
And get those last two.
Last two.
Now on this little board right now, take everything out of there and just put it over to the side.
Like.
Sweep this aside. We might have to use it later. I'm going to put this into this board like this, y'all. Okay? And actually, I'm going to put it up close to the front. All right. So we see that right there? See that, kiddo? So, and it says left. All right, so we got 3 wires, right? All right, see how we did that? Sorry, folks. That's how we've got this guy. Okay? So now...
How do you know that it's not a girl?
That's true. Okay, now I'm going to read some things to you, and you know left, middle, and right. Can you see the wires? So if I tell you to connect the left wire somewhere, can you do that?
Yes. Would the left one be the...
The left one will be this one.
The white?
Yes, the lighter color, whatever that is.
Purple, and then brown would be the...
All right, so the left one, you want to hook anywhere on this blue rail, any of these holes that are on the edge.
Okay, the what one?
The white one.
Okay, can I separate them?
Yeah, but not all the way. Okay. As you need to.
Kind of slipping.
So that's going to be a ground connection, so that's going to go right there.
Right here?
Yep, that's perfect. All right, now it says the middle, whoops. The middle is going to go to physical pin 32. Let's look here. So the middle, see how this
I
middle?
don't see 32.
I will show you. The middle one is, let's see how we see 33 right there? See that one says 33? See how that, there's a little tiny 33 right there?
Oh, yes.
And see how this one is 28 right here?
Mm-hmm.
So that must mean that this one is 32. So
I
if you
can't really get there.
want me to help you?
Yeah. Dad, sometimes when I look at these, when I was younger, I used to think that they looked like little cities.
They do. Like a big circuit board looks like a city for sure.
Yeah, like this.
On one side of the resistor we have like 5 volts potentially, I think, or is that 3.3? Okay, that's 3.3 volts, I'm sorry. 3.3 volts and ground, and then so it's going to vary the voltage. When we turn it on, it's going to send between 0 and 3.3 to this other input pin, the one that we hooked to pin 32.
What do we have to do so that it will, like, you know?
So we're going to see some stuff. So I bet we're going to do, we're probably going to do a program. First, it's just going to print out on the screen and show us a value of a number between, you know, I don't know. So let's look and see what that looks like.
Okay.
Are you going to be a super typist again? Oh my gosh, how did you do that? Oh, you know what though? We can't do anything to our Pico until we hook it back up, can we? So I'm not going to switch the camera back to the bench, but I'm just plugging the USB back up to the Pico.
Pico!
Okay, now click on the green, or you might have to hit the stop again.
Hit the stop,
You
yeah.
have to hit the stop with the mouse. And
Everybody
then,
can see the stop button right
Yep,
here. So I'm gonna
hit that.
click.
And now hit the green, it should send you there. Okay, look at the numbers it's showing. So we're going to play with the volume knob and see if the numbers get bigger or smaller. It's a big number, right?
Where are the numbers at?
They're at the bottom of the screen. See, they're spitting out right there. See? So turn it all the way down and let's see what the numbers look like. And let it sit there for just a minute. Okay, let it sit. So that's what? 11, 9. So sometimes it's not perfect. It might hunt around, but that's okay. Did you leave it or were you moving it just then?
I'm not. I'm moving.
You were? Okay. So that's like 12. That's a big number, right? So I'm going to roll it over here to the high. Is that number bigger? That seems to be bigger, right? 12,500.
Sometimes it will go down, but
Yeah, it's 12,500 roughly. And then I'm gonna turning it down. We're just twisting this knob, and it's 12,1. So it seems to be a bigger number to the right. And let's look at what the code shows here. Let's see here. Set up the potentiometer on ADC pin 27. So print, read. So it's reading the value. So it's just reading that value, and then it sleeps for 1 second, and then it prints again. All we're doing right here, folks, is just we're twisting this potentiometer. All we're doing, folks, is twisting this up and down here and looking at the value. Let's look at our next thing we're going to do here. What's this activity say? All right.
Control LED flashings with
Analog
volume.
values. That's right. So this code we're about to show you all, it says it takes a reading from the potentiometer. It divides the reading to give us a number that's more usable as a time delay. So like, you know, those big numbers you just saw, 12,000, that kind of thing, it's going to give us something a little smaller.
Okay.
Okay, then it's going to make that into a delay. And then it's going to do a thing for off and on. So I bet it will control maybe how fast they flash, potentially. Let's grab this. Do your trick again. Let's see your trick.
Let me just get started.
All right, let's see it. Oh my gosh. All right, let's send it and see what happens. Gosh, wait, I see a light flashing here. Hold on, turn it up and down and see if it changes. Okay, go down and see if it slows down. What we're looking at here. We're playing with these values. So so this is all the way down to the left.
Click back
And then we're gonna do that. I don't think this is changing the value enough to make a significant difference in the thing there. That seems weird. So we'll revisit this, or I might overlay some notes here or insert some kind of comment. But we're going to look at the next part of the project here. Like that. Let's push this code to it and see what we get. I don't know about our resistor here. So let me make sure that this is hooked up right. All right, middle. Let's go back and look at these directions now. I'm second guessing myself. 30, I gotta move this. This is in the wrong spot. This is in the wrong spot. This is in the wrong spot. I've got the middle one I thought was 32. 33 is really the next one. So now let's see. Let's hook this thing back up. And I bet it's going to do a little better job. What we think. Yeah, we've got a problem here. Let's try this again. 33, 34, 35, 36. This is also the wrong one. Oh my gosh. Wow. Pay attention to the pin count here. Now let's see. Aha! I had these off by 1. I misread these numbers on the pins. That is my bad. So now turn the knob down and up and watch what happens, what it does here.
Of course.
As you turn it up. Now if you turn it up more, maybe that one goes off and the next one turns on. Up some more. How about that? And then go backwards the other way. Then we're going to turn it down. Turn it down and see if the middle one comes back on. All right, and then there you go. So that's what that's supposed to do.
Of course.
All right, so let's check out our next thing that we're going to do. So if you're ready, do your magic for me.
Oh, it's not magic, it's just skills.
Okay, let's see your skills.
I would tell you how to do a little assistant, but
All right.
don't really know.
Okay, so let's hit the, let's put the arrow there and send it to it.
But, okay, boobity boobity boo, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So look at this code right here. See the code that we're looking at? So
Yeah.
what this is going to do is, you know how the other one before, it like moved from one to the other as you turn the volume knob up, kind of, right?
Yeah.
So this one's going to basically, it's going to use this thing like a dimmer switch, but instead of like, it's not controlling the power to the LED in that way, it's sending a bunch of pulses to it. And it's hard to see with your naked eye, but it looks like you're dimming it and making it brighter, right? Yeah, with your naked eye. So you see how that's doing that? That's called PWM. So it's really flashing it super fast, but your eye can't notice it. So to you, if it sends longer little flashes, it looks brighter. If it sends shorter flashes, essentially, it's like how long it's on. These things get wider and narrower for each little time it's like happening. So let's let folks see what that looks like. We're going to show them on the bench. Okay. Now show them what happens to that LED as you turn that knob up and down. And again, it's not adjusting voltage to it, it's changing the pulse width. So slowly turn it down and it should get dim. Slow, see how it's getting dimmer? See there, and it's off, right? So that's what that is.
It gets a bit brighter.
So that's what so again, it's not adjusting the voltage is the same. It's just slicing it up into little small pieces. And when the volume's higher, or when the knob's to the right, it's more, the slices are longer. And when it's to the left, the slices are shorter. So that's what that's how often to switch the power between off and on. It doesn't look like it's turning off and on real fast, does it? It just looks like the light's on, doesn't it? But it's really turning off and on real fast.
I knew that all, good assistant.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry. Thank you, boss.
I don't think you had to go through all of that for the little ones.
Oh, well, that's good that the little ones know. Okay, so we are pretty much done with today.
Wait, my hat.
Where'd it go? Did you lose it?
Oh, no. Here it is.
Okay. So I'm going to read these things off and you tell me if you think we did these things today, okay? All right. Did we learn about analog and the difference between analog and digital? Like flip switches and like switches that go from little bit to a lot?
Yeah, I think we did.
Okay. Did we make a circuit that had a potentiometer? Because that's a potentiometer, so clearly we made a circuit with that, right?
Yeah.
And it said, did we learn how to use analog digital converter? Yes, we did that. And did we do things with our LEDs, different experiments with our LEDs with the potentiometer?
Yeah, I think.
And you told me, well, you already knew. You told me all about PWM, right?
Yeah.
And like how that looks the brighter and bright. It looks like the LED gets brighter and dimmer when you turn that. But we're changing the pulse width modulation.
Yeah. You should have knew that because you went through elf school, right?
That was covered in elf school? Oh my gosh. Anyway, hey, this is our 4th day. We're wrapping up. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I think we're supposed to leave this. It says don't take anything apart, so I guess we'll be adding to this next time. So today is the 7th, and we will see you again on December the 9th. Thanks so much. Have a happy holiday. We hope your holiday is going great so far. See you on the next one.